everyone, it's Mr. Hunia here for day 3 of distance learning with human development. As per the spirit day today, we have hat day, so by all means, if you see at the end of this module, there's an area where you can submit your selfie or video of you rocking your hat. Submit that and you can get 2 extra credit points towards your first minor grade of this whole distance learning experience. Now, we've had class inside of a violin, we've had class at Hogwarts, but today we're going to go someplace where many of you are familiar in the animated world. That's right, today we're having class in Bikini Bottom, home of SpongeBob SquarePants and all of his friends. So today, it's going to be a very short day of teaching for me. If you go into the module in Canvas, you'll see language development questions. If you go ahead and get those out, there are 4, rather than, having y'all do notes today. As long as you listen into this little video that I'm doing, you'll be perfectly fine. So go ahead, get those questions out, and then answer them along from watching this video. So let's get started. All right, so we talked a lot about, the development of the brain. We talked about how that was all going through, but there's also a major thing that changes, or a major aspect of adolescent development, which is language development. And this is going to be what we're going to be talking about today. So, one of the major key factors, the major key aspects of language development when it comes to adolescence is that adolescents start actually developing more vocabulary and expression of complex ideas. As we mentioned last time in the last video, that your brain starts developing and you start developing a better sense of developing more abstract and complex ideas. Here, the language is going to be more reflective of that. So you're developing the vocabulary and the expression of talking about these complex ideas. So 2 elements of that is you begin to understand idioms and metaphors more often. So metaphors, many of you probably know from English classes, are basically connecting 2 unlike things without using like or as. So the example I have here is my car is a lemon, as well as boy or girl is a hot tamale. We all know that cars are not lemons. Cars are automobiles and lemons are, things that we eat, okay? So, but the comparison between them is, maybe the car's not doing too well. Lemons aren't exactly seen as the most, enjoyable food. So, the car may not be enjoyable. It might not be running as well. Might not be sleek and shiny. And then obviously a boy or a girl is a hot tamale. Basically stating that, hey, they're good looking. They're good looking. You have an interest in this boy or girl if you're considering them to be a hot tamale. However, in this instance, people are not tamales. So you have 2 things. They have no connection, but you're comparing them by this idea. So also in our language development, we have idioms, which are expressions that have more of a cultural meaning, but doesn't really make any sense. So for example, bring home the bacon, all right? Bring home the bacon basically means that, you're putting in work and you're bringing home a paycheck. You're bringing home the money. When in reality, you're not actually bringing home any bacon. Bacon does not pay the bills. Bacon does not pay the rent. So if you say something like this idiom to someone who may not understand the cultural reference of what it means, they may not fully grasp the idea that bring home the bacon means to bring home a paycheck. So now we move on to one of the biggest areas of adolescent language development, which is where teenagers tend to develop. And with that comes the development of slang and how teenagers talk. Because how you guys speak with each other is a lot different than how you may speak with adults, how you may speak with figures of authority. So what that means also is that the use of language with one person may also be different than the use of language that you use with another person. Using slang is actually very common for teenagers, and how you talk to certain people is going to be different than how you talk with others. So how you talk to your friends may be completely different than, say, how you might talk to your... You don't use that kind of language with Mr. Massey. If Mr. Massey came up to you and asked you how you did on that test, you might be like, no lie, Mr. Massey, I think I did really well. No caps or brus or fleeks or savages or, whatever words y'all be using nowadays. And this concludes our question and note portion, so you guys can go ahead and submit that, and we're going to move into the assignment for today, which is going to be your first major assignment for this process. So what you guys are going to be doing is you're actually going to have 2 days to do this, all right? So you're going to have today and then tomorrow. Rather than me getting up here and sending you guys videos and teaching y'all with notes, you guys are going to be able to continue along with this, so that way you can submit it. But you're going to be creating a slang manual. And I have a publisher template already loaded in Canvas, but you can also do this on paper. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a slang manual about words that you guys use. So you're either going to do this in a publisher template, which I've already uploaded, and it's pretty much an easy walkthrough, or you can staple 3 sheets of paper together to create a little booklet. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick 10 words, all right? So 10 words that are slang words that y'all use. So that could be anything: no cap, savage, on fleek, whatever words y'all using nowadays. So you're going to have these 10 words, and you're going to put them in this little booklet. Or, once again, on publisher if you want to go that route. So first off, you want to make sure that you have a title along with your name on it, because, every good book has to have a title and an author. And then for each page that you have on the inside, you are going to put a word, the definition, the word used in a sentence, a picture, and then a synonym to better help an adult understand the word. So let's take, for example, the word no cap. So no cap basically means no lie. So what you would probably put is, first off, big bold letters, no cap, because that's the word you're choosing. And then you want to go ahead and put the definition. So the definition would basically mean not lying, or that you're not kidding around, that you are 100% for real, okay? No cap. That's your definition, that you're not lying, you're not kidding around, and that you are being 100% truthful. So then you want to have that word used in a sentence. I made an A on the test. No cap. I got 1,000 views on YouTube. No cap. Mr. Honey is the best teacher ever. No cap. So then you want to put a picture on there. So you might want to have like a picture of dialogue of 2 people talking, then one of them being like, oh, you're lying. And then the other one be like, no cap. Or, you can get a picture of Abraham Lincoln because, he was considered to be Honest Abe. And then you can put Abraham Lincoln because, he was never capping because he was Honest Abe. And then you want to use a synonym. A synonym is basically a word that means the same, but you want the synonym to be something that, an adult could understand. So, for example, for like no cap, you might put no lie. Or if you're going to put capping, you might put lying or being dishonest. Or, for example, like fleek. Your eyebrows are on fleek. What does that mean? Might mean flawless. They're flawless. Okay? So you're using a word that, you would probably use with an adult that, would help them understand it a little bit more. So it's just one word or a short little phrase. So you've got 10 words and you've got 2 days to do this. Now, if you are going to be doing like the physical booklet, one of the things that you will unfortunately have to do is you will actually have to build the booklet and then take pictures of each page as you submit, so that way I can get the content from you. So if you can do it in Publisher and submit it through Canvas, take that route. But once again, we have the booklet option for those of you who want to be a little bit more hands-on. But this is the assignment. You will have a mini quiz next class, and then you will just continue along with finishing up this slang manual. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mr. Honey. I was in the process of editing the video, and I realized I left out a very crucial piece of instruction for you guys. So with that being said, and it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway, be appropriate with your words. If you are sending me stuff that, the slang is inappropriate, not school appropriate, I will be taking major amounts of points off. So please be appropriate with your words that you choose. And then also, I also forgot to mention that, if you are unable to submit through Canvas, hang on to your book, and then provided we come back to school, you can just turn it in then. All right, but back to the video, which is pretty much just to exit. But that's all I've got for today. Remember that tomorrow, Tuesday, is team day. Don't forget to submit your hat pics and selfies, and I will see you guys for a video tomorrow.